To go outside and play in the sunshine can be challenging, especially with all the latest technology, gadgets and powered toys topping Santa's list this Christmas. But one way to pull the children away from the screens could be as simple as the humble cubby house. These little homes now come packed with fun features like slides and rock climbing walls, guaranteeing hours of fun outside. Well, joining us now from Melbourne to tell us all about these backyard abodes is Paul Carroll from My Cubby. Paul, it is great to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time. I guess just firstly, tell us about some of the latest and greatest features that you're seeing now in cubby houses.
Yeah, look, cubby houses, I think, have always been in fashion, if you like, and always been a really popular option for kids. And I guess the thing that we're seeing a lot is people wanting to personalise their cubby. So, and I was interested in seeing your segment there around wallpaper, and that's a great option potentially.
Wallpaper in your cubby. Oh, that is...
How about that?
That is fantastic.
We might be onto something there.
But Paul, can people come to you
we've
with
seen
their
some
ideas?
really cool things.
Yeah. And you make them for them?
Absolutely. Look, people are so much more creative than we'll ever be. So what we provide really, I guess, is the blank canvas, if you like, where they can add their personality, because that's the key to it. That's the key to the family engaging with it, the kids loving it. They get to choose how they paint it. We're seeing things like wall decals, decals, those removable stickers and things like that to theme up the cubbies. Amazing creativity. So we just provide the canvas and they knock themselves out and end up creating something that is unique, so that end up, no two cubbies are the same.
It is really a platform for the imagination, isn't it? Any little fortress can be a fortress, it can be a starship, it can be a kitchen. It's just a delight. And
yes.
It's just a delight to get out there. And young families or young couples who haven't got kids yet probably can't believe the joy you can have with the kids in something like this. Absolute joy.
Yeah, and look, it's this day and age, families are really busy. Parents are time poor, and it's hard to maybe get out to the park and get out into the get them physical. So having something like this in the backyard, awesome facility. And the kids just love it. They're the best judges. We're two kids ourselves, and they spend every day after school they're in the cubby. So, it provides a really good centre point for play.
I guess one thing you always worry about is, if they get full of bugs and spiders and cobwebs and that sort of thing. So how do you kind of keep them where, they don't become sort of...
Snake.
Yeah, yes. How do you do that, Paul?
Oh, I know, and... I'm the worst in our household around spiders, so I get it. I wouldn't have anything that's crawling with spiders. I guess a lot of that comes down to the design, and the traditional boxed-in sort of cubby with a tin roof and a door, and it's a little hot house in summer. In fact, it's probably intolerable, as far as playing in summertime. And spiders just love that sort of environment. What we've done with our design of our cubbies is made them open plan. They're light, they're bright. We use a polycarbonate roofing, so it lets the light in. So there's no little nooks and crannies for spiders to hide. So they just don't like them. They don't like getting in them. So that's really the key thing, is just creating the environment that those sort of insects and spiders don't like.
And they're pretty hardy too, aren't they, Paul? You can just hose them out anyway. And probably should.
Yes. In fact, I get the water blaster onto ours probably at the end of each summer.
Get the cart out.
Look, it's a space for the kids. Exactly, because they're making their food in there, and they're just having fun, which is what you want them to do. It's their environment. So look, you hose it out every now and then. It's made tough for that sort of thing.
So what are some of the features? So now it's a good idea to have a climbing feature, a slide, a sandpit underneath. Tell us about some of the things you can get with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, so a lot of this is down to your children themselves. I mean, you know them best, what they like to do, and also the age of the children. And like I said, they're the sand pits, and a lot of our cubbies, you'd have a sand pit underneath, because the toddlers love to crawl around in the sand pit, and then as they grow, they can move into the the levels where they can more house play, maybe have a kitchen, a workbench, a table and chairs, up into another level where then you've got the height to, like I say, a slide. We had a slide on ours for years, and then recently, as the kids have grown a little bit, slide's gone, and now we've got a rock wall there. Because that just helps to challenge them a little bit more physically, and so you can really grow with it, and that's the beauty again of the designs are built to last, it's the one cubby you buy, and then you can add and grow, and you can re-theme it as the years goes on and as the kids.
Well, it's just the same as a real house, isn't it? You do the renovation and the extension as time goes by. Just hopefully it's not as expensive as your real house. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Or I would imagine I shouldn't make it so direct. But it's not to be. This is a boy place. This is a girl place. It should be non-sexual, non-gender specific cubbies.
That's probably the word, non-gender specific.
I knew there was some PC way of saying it. I just couldn't remember what it was.
No, it's very. I know it's the PC. Well, look, we find with our kids, my girl Charlotte is probably the more adventurous one than a boy. I mean, it just goes. Who knows? You create the environment, and then they'll just they'll do what they want to do, and it's non-gender specific. You're right, but sometimes some of the colours you see, people are trying to get a little bit gets balanced as far as trying to make sure that both sides are catered for. But we see some that are very much Princess Towers are very sort of girly, if you like, and. But look,
to the pirate
re-theme, recoat of paint.
Exactly.
Paul, just quickly, can you get it in time for Christmas?
Ooh, only just.
Okay.
This is the absolute busiest time of year. You can imagine it's an awesome present for Christmas time. Be quick. We can get it for Christmas.
Okay.
Be quick.
Paul, fantastic to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Paul Carroll there from My Cubby.
My pleasure.
Isn't that